I want you to describe the anger. Because I was talking to you earlier. I want you to describe the anger.
Hurt. Stressful.
No. What I'm asking is this. Like, typically, all right, I'm a married man. How many married men we got out here? Show of hands. All right, so us married men, we know what it is to deal with our wives. And then the women do something that aggravates the men. Men think logically. Most women think with their emotion. That's just, it is what it is. They'll tell you themselves. A lot of the times their emotions get the best of them, and then they say things and act based off of those emotions. Men, we think logically. The reason why I'm saying that is this. You said that she did something, or she does things, and it aggravates you and it makes you mad, right? But, and I know your situation. I ain't putting that on blast. But what is it that she does to incite that anger? And the question that I'm really asking is, what kind of anger is it? Like, if she was to be standing here, what do you think she would say your anger is? That's what I want to hear.
I get mad.
And do what?
I mean, and start arguing, like fussing. I mean, that's more to start in the relationship is based on argument.
Okay, so I'm gonna say this. Hey, go to James chapter, I want to say it's 3. Go to James chapter 3, verse 5. It's about the tongue, that part. Is that what it is?
Yes, sir.
Give me that.
The book of James, chapter 3 and verse 5.
Watch this.
Even so, the tongue is a little member and boasteth great things.
So now it says the tongue, the things that you say, right? I'm about to help you out here, because I remember we was talking on the side. The things that you say can hold a lot of weight. It can hold a lot of weight. And typically when we speak out of anger, things that come out of our mouth might not always be exactly how we felt or what we mean. Because matter of fact, let me give you an example. Hold that. Go to Sirach, chapter 19, and I want to say it's verse 11. Give me that. A lot of times brothers say things that wind up they say to their woman, and then they mention things that will be verbally abusive. Now, to a woman's point, when brothers say things that will be verbally abusive, then they feel like their action is to be able to hurt him. So here's the big issue that we have with this. Most guys, and I'm talking about guys that I've counseled, I told you before that I counsel brothers. So I'm going to tell you something that I had to counsel men before. A big issue that a lot of brothers have, especially within the black community, is that we like to move in with the woman. Now that's the problem. You're supposed to be, one, the breadwinner, and even if not, that house, apartment, or whatever is supposed to be in your name.
Right.
It says in the scriptures not to give anybody, man, wife, children, whomever, power over you while you live.
That's right.
That's what the scriptures say, right? So, along with what you say with out of your mouth, this is a big issue that our brothers have, right? Watch this. Give me that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 11. A fool travaileth with a word.
So now it says a fool travails with a word. They wind up saying things and then they come out and they're like, oh crap. What I just say? Now that got me into some problems, right? Come on.
As a woman in labor of a child.
Woo! So look, it says the things that brothers say sometimes can get them in problems, get them in trouble. The same way how women speak out of their emotions, brothers who don't know how to rule their mouth say things a woman would the same way when she's in her, like for example, her cycle. You say things that she says out of emotion when you're supposed to deal logically. You're supposed to deal a lot wiser, a lot more patient. That's what men are supposed to do. But usually based off of the things you say, it's going to wind up hurting you. So I'm giving you what I'm receiving that you're giving me. If you understand what I'm getting at. Jump down. I want to say a man slips in his speech. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I pulled that by accident. But that was perfect. I want the other one.
All praise.
Give me the other one.
Jeremiah 31:22.
Yeah, Jeremiah 31:22. I'm going to get that in a second. Whoa. I want that one. Give me Sirach where it says, man, slip in his speech, but not from his heart. I want that Sirach chapter 19. Give me that. Where that? Brothers and sisters, like, and my sister, I see you way back there sitting on the steps. And I know you was up here earlier. But likewise, even when it comes to your children, or your nieces, nephews, whomever, maybe the kids that you watch, and likewise yourself, right? 1916, give me that. You have to be mindful of the things that you say and the things that you do, or even around the kids, because if you don't, then now you're going to keep regenerating the same issue that we in the community always find ourselves in. Why do you think that the men don't want to stay inside the house with the women? What do you think is happening there? Why do you think that the women always want to put their bed, like for example, let's say you get with a woman who has children by another man, right? But then now when you get inside of that house, she wants to put that baby daddy over you, but you're now fathering those kids that man left, but she still won't put him over you? Why do you think that's a problem? Because a lot of our brains are immoral. A lot of our spirits are degenerate. So likewise, my sis back there, I want to tell you that, and my brother, I want to tell you that. The reason why we're going through these problems is because we lack discipline with our soul. Watch that. Give me Sirach 19:16.
Verse 16. There is one that slippeth in his speech.
So there's one that now when you wind up saying something that could hurt, that could offend, right? Could destroy somebody's brain, could destroy somebody, right? You slipped with your speech, but what?
But not from his heart.
So now he didn't mean, or she didn't mean what was said. But you wind up saying something that now caused you to be in a problem. You see what I'm getting at? Read on.
And who is he that have not offended with his tongue?
So now, that's the part. Who is he that has not offended with what they said? Everybody has did it. We all did it. All of us. Hell, even us. I'm teaching you right now, right? But even amongst us, we sometimes say things to one another that wind up offended. We have to just make reconciliation with that. We have to make good with that.
Right.
And this is how you do it. Go to, I want Jeremiah, what's that? You pull Jeremiah? 31:22, and then I want Matthew 18. I want Jeremiah 31:22. This Bible gives the answer to all of our problems.
Right.
The reason why we in the predicament that we in is because we don't read. Black folks don't like to read.
Right.
We need to be able to read something to be able to get the answers. This gives the, look, this book right here, right? That be usually inside of your mother's window, what is that? The window sill or the dashboard or whatever the case is. Yeah. This is instruction or a manual on how you should live life. Right. If you don't read it, then you're going to find yourself in problems.
That's right.
And like, for example, I'll give you a good problem, right? I'll give you a problem right now, matter of fact. I'm going to start with our women. Our sisters like to always prove that they're a bad bee, right? Yep. They like to always be the one on Instagram, on YouTube shorts, on TikTok, showing their body. But the main problem that they always have is always with the men. Right. Well, let me say this. Right. The issue that they have with the men is because they're stupid enough to show their body, and they know that the men only going to want what they just showed on the internet.
Bring it on!
So once the brother now get what he got from what she showed on the internet, pop a baby inside of her, they now questioning, where's my baby's father? Well, sis, what did you give to him? When he saw the display, all he saw was meat. So then he used that sis to put a baby inside of her, left her because the only thing that she had showed him was what she offered there. She didn't show him nothing about what she really offers inside. They don't never change that. Now, as far as our brothers, y'all supposed to be the leaders in the community.
Right.
Y'all supposed to be the ones making sure that our kids can play outside safely. That they're raised up properly. But the reason is a lot of our men became degenerate, stupid, and unknowledgeable, and they do not read. Right. So now let me get some solutions. Give me that.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 22.
Come on.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
So now he's talking about the women. Again, how long would our sisters not take counsel from the men who's supposed to be the leaders? That's what it's asking. How long are you going to go back, you backsliding daughters? Now, let me say the same thing for the men. God looks at his nation, us, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. He looks at us in a comparison, like a parable, as a woman. The whole nation, he said, how long are you now going to forsake this book? Forsake your God, your instruction? How long are you going to do that? I hear that in Wilson, they have a lot of gang activity, right?
Right.
A lot of shooting, a lot of killing. That's children.
Right.
We have children ruling our neighborhoods, and now the old heads are scared to give advice to children because the children got the gun. But you know why they do that? My sisters, I'm going to blame y'all on this one. So hear me out. Y'all are making these children the way that they are because they're single-parent households. A lot of times we like to look at the brother and say, oh, well, he ran away. Well, what about this scenario? Why we never focus at it like this? What did you do to make him leave?
Right.
Why we never talk about that way? Sometimes it is him. But what did you do to make him leave? What did you say to make him leave? Yep. Why isn't he there? I talked to a lot of these brothers. And a lot of times they say that the woman kicked him out. try to raise these kids, but y'all want to get them out because y'all want WIC. Y'all want welfare. Y'all are monsters. And likewise, you men that forsake your kids, you are monsters. This is the medicine that the Bible can give you. Read that again.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22.
Come on.
How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter?
Read.
For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth.
What did he create? Come on.
A woman shall compass a man.
So now you see in our communities, the main one who has the voice in our community be our sisters. But you know why they have the voice in our community? Because the men ain't there. The men ain't there. And the situation is perfect, like what I'm talking about in particular. Everything I'm saying, I'm speaking generally, but you know what I'm saying, right? Exactly what happened to you today is exactly why that's happening right there.
You know what you're saying. Yep.
That's exactly why.
Bring it up.
Our sisters need to now humble themselves, learn, and our brothers need to stop being boys and raise up to be men. The reason, huh?
Second Ezra 5.
Give me that. Second Ezra 5 and 8. I'm gonna tell you this. We make as brothers stupid decisions that place us on parole. We make stupid decisions that put us inside a prison.
Wake 'em up.
And then we wonder why our community, our children, our sisters don't respect us. Well, stop doing stupid shit.
Right.
Cook.
That's all we gotta do. Stop. Be wiser inside your thoughts. Be wiser in your mind. We do stupid things as men, and we now question why other people don't respect us. But the only way we get respect is how? We wind up going into our neighborhoods, we get the gun that we just purchased from old boy, and then we now kill somebody. And then we claim that we got street cred. No, you a nigga.
Right.
We need to now be men and raise up this community. And our sisters need to stop being hoes.
They cut.
Read again. Come on.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22.
I need all of y'all in this neighborhood, and I know y'all can hear it. All of y'all in this neighborhood understand this Bible is a blade. And it's made to put that blade right inside your conscience and use it so that way you can change and stop being the niggas that these other nations call us. If you want that white man to stop calling you a nigga, then stop putting on this righteous commandments right here. If you want these other nations to stop calling you a nigga and calling you wetbacks, then y'all need to start putting on these commandments. Stop acting like what they're calling us and start putting on this Bible. Stop being rebellious and start putting on this Bible. Raise those kids, honor that man, and you men, raise your children. Raise that woman the right way also. If we stop acting like niggas, then they're going to stop calling us niggas. If we stop acting like niggas, they're going to stop shooting us in the street, and then we crying for justice and peace. But we acting like niggas that get shot.
Right.
They cut out.
Read this Bible. Come on.
Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth.
What is it?
A woman shall compass a man.
Give me Isaiah chapter 3 now. Give me Isaiah chapter 3. I want verse 12. You listening to when we bring it out? My sister, I saw you just came over. How you doing, sis?
Doing well. How
What? I'm doing good. What's your name?
Destiny.
Destiny?
Yes.
Okay, Destiny. My name's Abraham. All right. I know you heard me from way over there. Right? Okay, good. I'm glad you came over. What did you learn so far? I didn't say much.
Oh.
What did you got?
So I just walked up.
You just walked up? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. What about your sister that I saw that was with you? Why she ran away?
I was in the house cleaning.
You was in the house cleaning?
I just heard a lot of
Okay, all
sound
right,
and I
all
came
right.
outside.
I saw somebody else that was. I thought she was with you. I'm sorry. All right. I know my sister's back there listening. Y'all comfortable where y'all at? Y'all good? Yo, you got second. I said that scripture. Second Ezra 5 and 8. You had it? Oh yeah. Give me that. I'm sorry. Give me that.
The book of Second Ezra, chapter 5, verse 8.
Come on.
There shall be a confusion also in many places,
Come on.
and the fire shall be off sent out.
So now, I'm going to tell you what this scripture is talking about. This scripture is talking about the last days, right? He said the things that you're going to wind up seeing in the last days, all of it is based around confusion. So let me give you some of the things that God said is going to be confusion on the planet. One of them is a fire what?
And the fire shall be off sent out.
Wildfires that you see happening all over the world. What else?
And the wild beasts shall change their places.
You've seen whales, for example, beached, right? You've seen the whales wash up over there. Or you see different animal patterns that wind up changing. Y'all watch National Geographic. What's another thing that's causing confusion?
And minstrous woman shall bring forth monsters.
So it says, and minstrous woman shall bring forth monsters. Here's my question. How did those kids become raised to be a monster? Let me ask my brother, real quick. Let me ask my sister. How are our kids raised to be monsters?
Honestly, I feel like you just if you don't pay attention to your kids.
You don't pay attention to them?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, if you don't pay attention to your kids, if you expose your kids to the wrong things, wrong social media.
Like what? You said you don't pay attention to them. That's a good answer. If you don't pay attention to them, but give me some more. Give me some more details. You don't pay attention to them, but what else? What kind of, like social media? You said, all right, social media. What else?
I mean, even out here, you know, you see people out here doing drugs.
Doing drugs, okay.
There's been like shootings out here.
Shootings out here, all right.
You know, all of that. All of those is what I feel like is kind of monstrous things, especially when there's little children like him and younger running around playing.
All right. My brother, what is a way that mistress woman bring forth monsters? When they raise up monsters, what's the way? And then I'm gonna give the answer. What's the way? You don't know? I'm gonna tell you. I like the answer that you said about social media, right? Because this generation coming up, primarily is all technology. Here's the very lazy thing. Again, I said this Bible's a blade, right? Here's a very lazy thing that I guarantee most all of our sisters do, most everybody in our nation do, that we don't do that other nations do, right? From a very early age, we place a device in front of them, right? And then because we don't want to hear the baby cry, we don't feel like giving attention to the child, or maybe we just want our own peace time. Should have decided that before you had kids, but that's another story.
They cut.
So here's another thing. You place that device in front of them, and then you leave them to their own device. You did, all right, you give it to them, and then you go walk out, you go mind your business, right? Nobody's saying what's going to happen on the advertisement that pop up in the middle of that YouTube video you got them watching. Right. Sometimes, my sisters, right, by the kids, I know some of y'all know, sometimes on those advertisements, they have sex that they show the kids. Now, how old is this young man right here? He's 6? What does that young man need to know about sex for? He don't need to know about it at all. Why are the advertisements that we now allow our kids to do, because we ain't watching them, right, to our point, right? Why is it that now that is inside of our homes, inside of our kids' brain? What do you think they're going to wind up doing in the house? These other kids, when you're not around him, for example, and then there's other little girls that's in the neighborhood. What do you think he's going to be curious about to do with those other little girls? The same issue that they have at that young age, right there. Because I remember, I was 6. I was in kindergarten. I was in 1st grade. I know the kind of stuff that was on TV that I wanted to try at 6. I know. So it's not like it's foreign. Right. But that same issue, when they get older, those little girls going to become thoughts. Come on, that little boy is going to be a problem in the community. And then now we complain, oh, Ray got shot. The police killed him. No justice, no peace. Right? Well, wait, stop for a second. Before you start calling the police bastards, before you start wanting to defund the police, let's take a step back. How was he raised? Who raised him? What happened? It was you. You're part of the reason why he got shot. The cops asked for his ID. All he needed to give him his ID, he probably could have went on about his business. But now he's dead.
Wake him up.
Because what? His mom didn't give a damn about raising him the right way. His pop didn't give a damn about being in his place. Right. Give me Sirach chapter 30, since we're talking about kids.
They cut.
Hey, listen, this Bible, I'm going to tell you, sis, bro, listen to me. Even what you got going on right now, right? This Bible, this is what's going to heal this community. Right. Most of us are the ones inside these apartments. Y'all ever thought about this? I know a lot of black people like to think about economics, right? Y'all ever thought about this? Maybe if we understood how to work together and we use this Bible, we can change how this is over here. We shouldn't allow certain people inside of here. Not that's going to disrupt our peace. I want my children to play outside safely. But I hear that there's problems over in this community. That's why you see our boots on the ground over here.
That's right.
Well, read this 30:1.
He that loveth his son causeth him off to feel the rod.
So that means that she or he whoops their behind.
Right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's biblical. Whip your child's ass.
That's right.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Make it simple.
Ain't no, hey, young man, if you do something out of order, best believe she gonna get on you. You understand that? Good. I'm glad you do. So when it happened, don't be wondering why it happened. You need your ass whipped so that way you can grow up into a good man.
Right.
Teach!
That he may have joy of him in the end.
So that means he may have joy of that child in the end. Now, likewise you. Hey, the way that you probably were raised was neglected. I'm telling you. And I can, like I said, I've talked to many brothers. Matter of fact, I think you have even more experience than I. See the officer that was teaching before you? That's why I tried to push you over here. You didn't want to bring it out. He talked to more of them than I did. All of my brothers did. The way that you were raised, that was neglected. But you can change that. The fact that you are the product of exactly what I'm talking about, you can be the stopping of that cycle to be like, hey, somebody get this little boy.
That's right.
Hey, when it comes to your woman, you deal in a certain way. The patience needs to be there for a man. A man without patience is a beast.
Bring it up.
Right.
You need to have patience. The anger, a fool bears anger too quickly, but a wise man has an ear. Read.
He that chasteneth his son shall have joy in him.
Read.
And shall rejoice of him among his acquaintance.
Is his father in his life? My sister. His father in his life? No, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I understand. Come on.
He that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy.
Now. It says, he that teacheth his son grieves the enemy. Who's the enemy? Let me ask you that, my brother. He said the devil. Who's Satan? Because for all of our people that's in Christianity, right? We always like to place a lot of our problems on the devil. Well, I am more than happy to be the guy here to tell you that there is an actual man that's called the devil.
Right.
There's an actual man who's called Satan. Y'all see him all the time, but guess what? Here's a big shocker. You call him Jesus. He looks white. That white man, the same one that put chains on you, that is the devil.
That's right.
That's who he is. Matter of fact, let me prove my statement with the Bible. Revelation 2:9.
Come on.
Jesus ain't a so-called white man, he's black.
Right.
The one that they pushing inside the church, that bastard is the one that they have put inside of our minds to now make us subject to him and hate one another.
Right.
Right.
Why is it that the Chinese God look like them? Why is it that the Arabs God look like them?
That's
but why
right.
is it that our God look like another race?
Right.
Think about that. We don't ask questions. Why is it that now during Christmas time, here's another one that a lot of people with children like to do. Why is it during Christmas time? We always want to be very protective over our environment. But then at some point of the year, we're going to allow some fat MF to come inside of our house and put gifts under a tree? Wait a minute. And then he's white. But then those same people put chains on us,
Wake 'em
whip
up.
us, castrate us, emasculate the men, make whores out of our sisters, but we not worship him and call him Jesus? Get out of here. Read that.
The book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Come on.
I know thy works
Read.
and tribulation
Come on.
and poverty,
Read.
but thou art rich.
He said to those who are in poverty and all of us that's going through these problems, it's mainly us in these neighborhoods. He says, you are rich. These problems that y'all have, these prove who you are. You are rich. Come on.
And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews.
So I know the lies of those who say they are the Jews. You know them white guys over there in Israel? Right now with Gaza Strip. Y'all know about that, right? They're saying that they're the Jews. The Bible says this. Read on.
And are not,
They're not the real Jews. They're not the real people. But what are they instead?
but are the synagogue of Satan.
Who are they?
The synagogue of Satan.
They are the devil. They are Satan. That race is the devil.
That's right.
So now, go back. Sirach, let's get back to these children, to these parents. Read that again. Him that teaches his son, what do you do to the enemy?
He that teacheth his
Come on.
son, his son grieveth the enemy.
Now, back to the question. Why is it that when you teach your kids, you piss off the enemy? Why? Let me ask. Why when you teach your kids, you piss off the enemy?
Why do you teach your kids and you pissed off?
Hold on. Huh?
They want us dumb.
You said they want us dumb?
Yeah. They don't want us educated.
That's true. They do want us dumb. But why does it make them mad? What's the problem with us raising our kids the right way, according to Scripture? What's the problem with that?
If you raise your kids the right way, they wouldn't be out here in the streets.
Okay, they wouldn't be out here in the streets. Well, all right, let's go back for a second. How many of y'all are familiar with Tulsa? How many of y'all are familiar with Black Wall Street?
Hell no, huh?
Y'all know about Black Wall Street? Y'all get somebody, give me some photos. Hey, my sister's on the stairs back there. My sister's back there on the stairs underneath the breezeway. Do y'all know about Black Wall Street? Just give me like a thumbs up or a thumbs down, like wave if you do. Y'all know about Black Wall Street? No? I'm assuming not. All right, show him. I want you to show both of them. Black Wall Street. Did y'all know that they had a community at one point that was fully ran by black folk?
Right.
The money cycled within our community. It didn't leave our community. We know how to deal one with another.
Bring it out.
I'm gonna help y'all with another one. We're in North Carolina right now, right? You know where Tulsa get their inspiration from? They got their inspiration from Wilmington.
Right.
Right here in North Carolina. And they bombed and destroyed that. The problem is this. When we don't know how to work together, and we don't know how to raise these kids, that makes them happy. Because that means that the nation that we once ruled over them.
Right.
When they have us as slaves, they don't want their slaves to not need them. They think that they're our dad. They like to treat us like their children.
Right.
But if we now start to come together and unify, then that now makes their kingdom garbage. All of what they got, all the stuff that you see, all of this, it wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us. It wouldn't. I'm giving y'all commandments right now. I'm teaching y'all how to raise the kids.
Teach.
This is all law. All of this.
Teach us Jeremiah 10.
Give me that. Oh, that's what you were saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Give me Jeremiah 10. I was trying to make that out too. Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 10. Sis, come closer. I got some more questions for you. Young man, you too, come closer. Yes, come closer. Don't be afraid. Come closer. You're going to be a man one day too. One day you're going to stand up bold. So, give me Jeremiah chapter 10. I got to ask the question. You like Christmas? You like Christmas? Yep. Okay. I'm glad you're honest. You know what I usually hear? Oh, I do it for the kids, but I don't. I'm glad you're honest. You like Christmas? Be real with me. No? You like Thanksgiving? Yeah? All right. Is us talking about slavery too old? Like, is that like back in the past? Like, this, all right, we passed that now, right? Is that too old? You think so? Talking about slavery. No? My sister, Destiny. Is talking about slavery too old? Like, it's just in the past? You don't think so? All right, good. I'm glad y'all think that. Read this. Watch this.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
He's talking about us. Come on.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
It says, don't learn the way of the heathen. Heathen simply means other nations.
Right.
The other races. Our race,
Make it plain.
Black, Hispanic, Native Indian.
Yeah.
That makes one race of people. That's us, the Israelites.
Yeah.
Okay, we got that, right? What three people did I just say makes the Israelites?
It's the Black, Hispanics, and Indians.
Yes, the Native Indians, right. You with me? That makes us the race. Everybody outside of that, everybody outside of that is the heathen. Every other race that's not them are the heathen, right? Okay, learn not, read that again.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Come on.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
You like horoscopes? No? You don't follow that? Do you? Yeah, you do? Okay, it says don't do that. Don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. The stars in the sky, Leo, Capricorn, Aquarius, it's all garbage. It's all witchcraft. Don't do it. Come on.
For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Because other nations do it. Come on.
For the customs of the people are
So
vain.
now, their holidays don't profit you. That's what vain means. Let's find out which holiday it's talking about. Come on.
For one cutteth.
Hey, hold on. Hey, do you like Christmas? You do? Okay. Well, we're talking about it right now. I want to show you something. God said, "Don't learn the way of another nation." You familiar? You know about the Bible, right? Christianity. You familiar with it? Okay. This ain't Christianity. I just need to see if I can at least link with you for a second. God said not to learn the way of them. Read that scripture again now.
For the customs of the people are vain.
Their holidays don't profit. Come on.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
So now, which holiday do you have to go cut a tree? Let me ask you. You know?
Christmas.
Okay, you agree? All right. You have to cut. All right, good. Christmas says, so one of the holidays that they do, they cut a tree out the forest. What else?
The work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
Just like how you see on those specials that be coming on, for example, I know they have kids out here like Disney. I don't know if y'all watch Disney nowadays. But they have Mickey Mouse, the Grinch. Give me something else.
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. I know y'all know what I'm talking about. They might not know what I'm talking about. What's a Christmas show you watch? Y'all watch Polar Express?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you do? All right, good. There we go. So, all right, Polar Express, all of that, right? Good, come on.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
So now, which holiday do you get a tree and then you decorate it with silver and gold? Christmas, right? But what did God say about this holiday? Read verse 2 again.
Thus saith the
Let
Lord,
me show you something now. Watch this.
learn not
Don't learn
the way of the heathen.
about Christmas. Read from the top again.
Thus saith the Lord,
Read. This is what God said.
learn not
Don't learn
the way of the heathen.
about Christmas. Read again.
Right.
Thus saith the
That's
Lord,
what God said.
One more again.
learn not
Don't learn
the way of the heathen.
about Christmas.
One more again.
One more again.
One more again.
One more time.
Thus saith the Lord,
That's what God said.
learn not
Don't learn
the way of the heathen.
about Christmas. That's what he said. He said, Christmas is not Jesus' birthday. That's not his, look, hey, that's not his birthday. Christmas ain't got nothing to do with this Bible.
Right.
The only reason you like it, I'm gonna tell you why you like it. I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody, all of us, I'm gonna tell you why y'all like it. Give me Ecclesiastes 7:7. I'm gonna tell you why you like it. We are very. How old are you? You 10? You seem smart. I like you. Give me that. 7:7. Watch this.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So we see what's going on, and it pisses us off. It makes us mad. You might not understand exactly what I'm saying, but to a degree, you might not be able to tell me it. But I know that you see things happening around you. You just don't know how to explain it. I can explain that problems that you're seeing with this. The only problem is they never taught you this. They taught you this garbage. This is garbage. I don't care what grandma, what mama, who any of them say. You with me? Garbage. God look more like you. That look, and I'm being, hey, tell me if I'm bugging. Don't this look similar to him?
Right, sir.
That look just like, that look damn near like you. And guess what? Same hair, all of it. All of it. The whole facial feature. Just like you. Look just like you. Yeah, dude. Christ look just like you. Look just like you.
Right.
That's right.
This right here is going to make you hate yourselves. So, I want to finish reading this. Give me one more time. You too, of course. You know I'm talking about you. That's what I was trying to tell you over there. Read it again.
Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad,
Rick.
and a
A gift, Christmas.
destroyeth the heart.
That's why you like it. Because you're getting gifts. That's why you like it. You need to cut that out. Christmas don't have nothing to do with it. Easter
right.
does not have nothing to do with God. Easter has nothing to do with it. Let me say some other things that Christians believe. You a Christian, sis? Just be honest with me. It's all right. We was there before.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to say a lot of stuff that typically people that believe in Christianity get offended by, but just be patient with me, and I'm gonna lay it all out. Christmas has nothing to do with Jesus because that's not his birthday. God does not love everybody. He has a love for only a very specific people.
Bring it out.
God is in agreement with slavery, but the slavery that he wants is for us to be ruling over everybody else.
Right.
Okay? God is biased.
Right.
He does not love everybody. He only wants us near him. Everybody ain't going to be in ruling the kingdom. They're going to be slaves in the kingdom.
Right.
What else? The Gentiles are talking about our Hispanic and Native Indian brothers.
Right.
That's what it's talking about. All of those lies the Christians pushed, all of that garbage, they said that to y'all so that way y'all can be destroyed.
Bring it out.
That's the only reason why they said it. Young man, what's your name?
Jordan.
Jordan. Okay, I like that name. That's the name of a mighty river. Hey, Jordan, what does Christ look like? What does Jesus look like?
Wake him up, huh?
Sis, what does Jesus look like? He said he don't know.
What they show us.
You said what they show us?
Which one?
Hey,
All of them.
What's your son's name?
Jordan.
Jordan? What's the odds? All right, Jordan, point to Jesus. Okay. You agree?
The white man.
Jesus? You don't agree? That's something about you. Wait, point to Jesus. Which one? Okay, all right. Let's bring it out. Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 14.
Now, watch this.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So now, like your hair, touch your head. Relax, all of that. That's what he's talking about. It was woolly. That's what wool is. Does this look like your hair? Jordan, does this look like your hair?
He literally got the same texture.
Yeah, it's literal. Does this look like our hair? You know, right? I know you're familiar with it. Jordan, does this look like your hair? No, it don't. No, it don't. Right? My sister, it don't look nothing like ours. Strike one against that devil.
Strike
Come on.
one.
As white as snow.
It's just like y'all hair, but except it was white. Main difference. Come on.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
So now, the whites of his eyes were red. Anybody familiar with the first miracle of Jesus? Turning water into, that's it, wine. Turning water into wine, right? So he drank the wine. Jesus drank wine. But he wasn't no drunkard. When you drink it, when you get the good wine, not that cheap garbage. When you drink, I ain't talking about Food Line now. I'm talking about the good, the good wine.
Right.
All right. When you drink the good wine,
Right.
the whites of your eyes turn red. You're not old enough yet, but when you get that, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. So, the whites of his eyes turn red. Is the whites of his eyes red? His eyes red? Jordan, listen to me. Is his eyes red? Jordan, his eyes red? What about him over here? Look red to me. Does his hair look like yours? Yeah, dude. What about you? Yeah? All right, good. Strike two against the devil. Come on.
Strike two.
Verse 15.
Read.
And his feet.
So now, like I can see your feet, I can see your legs, I can see that, right? And his feet, that's the same color as the rest of your body. Come on.
And his feet
Read.
like unto fine brass.
So now, what color is brass? Brown. That's it. Come on.
As
Now
if,
let's take that brass, that brown,
as if they burned in a furnace.
and now take that brown and then burn it all the way into a furnace. What color does it come out? Black.
That's right.
So what color is Jesus? Black.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
As simple as 1, 2, 3. Jesus Christ is a black man.
That's right.
That easy. Now, what does that do for our mind? You see how we treat each other, right? You see how we treat each other? I'm gonna let you go. I know you try. He look like he hungry or something, right? That's what it is. Okay. You see how we treat each other? If we had a God that looked like us, I guarantee you we wouldn't be calling each other nigga. There would be more fathers in the house, right? There'll be a lot less ratchet drama going on with our sisters, and this wouldn't be here if we understood that our God looks like us, deals with us. We think he's like somebody else.
Right.
We have to change that thought process, change that mind. Here's how we do it. This is the last thing I'm going to get for you, right? Give me Ecclesiastes 12 and read 12. 12 and 12 and then 13. Zephaniah. Come on.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 12.
Read.
And further, by these, my son,
Read.
be admonished of making many books, there is no
So
end.
there's a lot of books out there talking about God. All of them, if they're not the King James Version Bible, are incorrect. All of them are wrong. They don't know about God. Come
Right.
on.
And much study is a weariness of the flesh.
Because you can get into different little theories, conspiracies, all that other stuff. It's all garbage. Don't worry about none of that stuff. God know. You already have what he have right here? Just read that. That's plenty. I ain't talking Christianity. I got to say that again. None of what I'm talking about. I do not agree with the Christian doctrine in the church, because all they teach you is how to be a slave.
Right.
That's all they do. They teach you how to be a slave. They teach you Jesus is white. They don't teach fathers should be in the house. They don't care about y'all. They try to swindle you out of your money and give you to pay tithes and offerings so that way they can line their pockets up and buy private jets. We don't care about that. That's done with. That's finished. Islam is not the way to go either, in case any of y'all out here practice that.
Preach.
Wake them up.
Islam ain't the way either.
Preach.
Read that again. This is the way. 12 and 13.
Verse 13.
Come on.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Read.
Fear God.
Fear God.
Fear
Come
God
on.
and keep his commandments.
Read.
For this is the whole duty of man.
All of his commandments is what our purpose on life is. That's what our purpose is. Sis, bro, hey, you gotta put some fringes on your clothes. That's one thing. Stop with the anger issues and watch your mouth around people. You gotta weigh your words, otherwise you're gonna find yourself in problems. Sis, you gotta change the way you dress. You gotta change the way you dress. One of the hardest things for our sisters is accepting that. I'm gonna tell you why. this has been a problem with our community, and I want y'all to listen to this too. It's been a problem with our community with our sisters dressing a certain way. Because, for one, brothers, we have to take blame for this part. We made y'all believe that what we want is to see all of it. And I'm talking about, think about back, I want to say in the 2000s, I ain't gonna go too far back, just like 2000s, up to like 2010, the songs that was coming out, right? You know what I'm talking about. Milkshake, Bring All the Boys to the Yard. What's another one? They had Chingy had one. They had a couple of these songs.
How you do that right there.
Yeah, for example, they had all of that. We made y'all believe that and then push that. Now all y'all see is what you got here. But it's never nothing about up here. It's never about your brain. It's never about your thought. It's never about your thought. What you have to do first is change what's in here. And the way that you can start by proving that is by changing how you dress. God wants you to dress in a certain kind of way. And who created us? Who created us? Who's our creator? It's easy. It's not a trick question. No, man ain't our creator. Who's our creator, sis? All right, you said Jesus Christ. Little do you know, you said something real heavy, but I'm gonna let you ride with it. So God is our creator, right? He's the author of the beauty. He said y'all should dress in a certain manner. He knows what beauty is. But we want to go by our own thought of what beauty is. We have to change that. And when you change that, it's going to bring a certain level of respect to you. You're going to stop having these guys trying to... I can't stand that. And likewise yourself. When you start carrying yourself, with them it's more physical. Us, we have to really still kind of like, our brain have to be like focused. What you got for me?
The book of Job, chapter 31, verse 1. I made a covenant with mine eyes.
So now, when a sister passed, this is why they dressed a certain way. Correct me if I'm wrong. When sisters dress a certain kind of way, isn't half of it, I ain't saying all, isn't half of it they want you to look? I'm not off with that, right? Yeah, okay, good. I know the other half is competition. There's another part of it that's competition. I look better than that. Over there. Yeah, I'm just saying. They be doing that, right? But they be wanting you to look. But you have to make a covenant with God. Like, hold on, hold the hell up.
All right.
Because then you're going to keep that lust out of the community. Read that again.
I made a covenant with mine eyes.
Read.
Why then should I think upon a
He
maid?
said, why then should I think upon a maid? To verse 10. So look, he says, I made a covenant with my eye. I ain't going to just be staring at no sister just because I ain't trying to get that lust out of me onto her. That's not what I want. Because you know what that does? When you start to now lust for women that you have no idea if they have a man. You have no idea. You know what that does? Read verse 10.
Verse 9 first.
Yes, verse 9.
If mine heart have been deceived by a woman.
How does the mind get deceived? By how a woman dress. I see all of what I want. Come on.
Or if I have laid wait at my neighbor's door.
So now, your brother, that's his girl. But you don't care because you like what she got. Come on.
Then let my wife grind unto another.
So what happened that you just did, it might wind up being turned right back on you by what she do. So you got to be mindful how you deal because that's going to swing right back around on you. Go ahead.
And let others bow down upon her.
That's heavy stuff. Read on.
For this is an heinous crime.
Right, it's a heinous crime, real evil. Go ahead.
Yea, it is an iniquity to be punished by the judges.
So now, the reason why you have to be mindful of how you dress, this is why I'm saying this, is because it can incite lust from another man. And let's say you have somebody, but he's going to spend, I'm not saying you particularly, just follow, he's going to spend time around you because all it takes is just time, and then he's going to wear on you. He's going to start getting those things that you don't like about your man out of you, and then what that's going to do is in turn it's going to make you go to him. But the problem is you already have a man. It's going to create adultery. We have to dodge that. Now give me the law, Deuteronomy 22.
Yes, sir.
Give me that.
The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a
So
man.
the woman shall not be wearing clothes that belong to men. Even if the pants say for women, all that is pants for men but skinnier.
Right.
It doesn't matter if they say for women. Who's the they? The ones that wind up putting you in chains and hung you are the ones who said for women. That's the same person that's putting those clothes in there are the same people who we trusting. That's trusting in your oppressor. When you're saying that those pants belong to women, they don't. They don't. Pants belong to men. What's the zipper for? Come on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Likewise, if you see my brother, see us in a dress, you ain't gonna respect us. I don't care what laws they push. Nobody naturally is gonna respect a man in the dress. I don't care what law they put out.
Right.
It don't matter. Nobody is respecting the man in the dress. Like how my Benjamin brother said, the Batiman. Nobody respect that. Nobody respect that homo stuff. That ain't respectable. God ain't with that, and it is what it is. Feel how you want. God don't respect that homo garbage.
It is what it is.
Read again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So now, going back to the same thing like I just said, that homo garbage. When a sister puts on that which belongs to a man, what is God saying? What's God saying? When a woman put on pants, what are he saying about her? He said tomboy. Okay, what about you? What are you saying about her? He said you are a tomboy?
For most of my life, yes.
Shame. You gotta change that, sis.
Nah.
What about...
Come on, let's go here.
All right, sis, hey, you got a flyer?
Yes, I got it.
Call us.
Thank you.
What is he saying when a woman put on pants? She cross-dressing. That's what she's doing. She's cross-dressing. God he ain't with that. He don't allow that. I said all of that just to bring out that law. My sister, I want you to understand that. All right? Make sure you raise that boy according to this Bible. Call us. Watch our videos too. IUIC TV. All right?
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity.